For decades, the American passport symbolized unparalleled global mobility, a document that granted U.S. citizens access to nearly every corner of the world. However, that image has started to fade. In 2025, the U.S. dropped to 12th place in the Henley Passport Index. U.S. citizens can now enter 180 destinations, visa-free or with visa. But this number is increasingly modest compared to countries like Singapore, Japan, and South Korea, whose passports grant access to nearly 195 destinations. Several factors explain this decline, but the most significant is reciprocity. The United States has long maintained strict control over which countries can enter without a visa, currently allowing only 46 nationalities to do so. In comparison, many European and Asian nations offer far broader visa-free access. This imbalance has led to retaliatory measures by other countries. Brazil, Vietnam, Papua New Guinea, and Myanmar have all recently ended or limited visa-free travel for U.S. citizens, citing unequal treatment. Many analysts trace the roots of this decline to the foreign and immigration policies of former President Donald Trump. Between 2017 and 2021, the Trump administration introduced a series of restrictive travel measures, including expanded vetting, reduced visa quotas, and the controversial travel bans, targeting several Muslim-majority countries. Although subsequent administrations have reversed or softened many of these rules, the diplomatic after-effects remain. Some nations became wary of one-sided travel privileges and have since opted to recalibrate their policies in the name of fairness and sovereignty. While U.S. visa policies remained rigid, other countries moved in the opposite direction. Nations such as Singapore, South Korea, and Japan aggressively pursued new visa-free agreements, expanding their diplomatic networks and boosting their citizens' travel freedom. These countries recognize mobility as a form of soft power, a way to strengthen international ties and economic partnerships. As a result, while the U.S. stood still, others surged ahead. Perception also plays a key role. The Trump years were marked by diplomatic friction with both allies. Travel agreements became tough to negotiate. Even under President Biden, many countries have hesitated to finalize visa-free deals with the U.S., uncertain about the long-term direction of American immigration policy. This policy stagnation has contributed to the U.S. passport's gradual decline. The trend is clear when viewed over time. In 2010, the American passport ranked 7th globally. By 2015, it had risen to 4th. But since then, the ranking has fallen steadily, 6th in 2019, 8th in 2023, and now 12th in 2025. While the U.S. passport remains powerful, its symbolic dominance has weakened. The American passport's decline affects travel and diplomacy. Passport strength reflects how much trust and openness a country projects abroad. For the United States, maintaining that influence will depend not on its economic or military might, but on its willingness to rebuild the bridges that make global mobility possible.